Okay, looking at question for excuse me, question 42. Write each of these in the form x to the power of m. So they just want a number to the power, they want x to the power of some number. So part 1 here, square root. Basically, they don't want a square root, they want a power, and we know square roots are power of a half. Perfect. Part 2. X times x to the square root of x. So they don't want any square roots, they only want indices. So I'll write them as indices first. That's x to the power of 1 multiplied by x to the power of a half. Now, what do we do when we're multiplying? What do we do with our powers? We add our powers. So it's x to the power of 1 plus a half. And what's 1 plus a half? X to the power of, you can write it as 1.5. Yeah, we'll write it as 1.5. You could also write it as 3/2 if you wished. Part 3. I have got, I'll tell you what, I'll clear us a bit of space before we do part 3. Okay, part 3. I've got x squared over the square root of x. So again, they want everything in the form x to the power of m. They only want indices. They do not want square root signs. So a square root is the power of a half. Now, with the same base numbers, what do we do when we're dividing? We take our powers. So it's x to the power of 2 minus a half, which is x to the power of 2 minus a half, 1.5, or again, 3/2 if you wish. Then I've got part 4. Part 4 is the fourth root of x, and we're doing the reverse of what we did in the previous section. We want to get rid of those square root signs, so that's x to the power of 1/4. Now part 5, we've got the square root of x times the cube root of x. So again, they want x to the power of m, so they don't want any square root signs, they only want powers. So it's x to the power of a half. And with the cube root is x to the power of 1/3. What do we do when we're multiplying? We add our powers. X to the power of a half plus 1/3. We need a common denominator. Our common denominator can be 6. So it'll be over 6. And 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. So that's x to the power of 5/6.